Hello, everybody out there. I am your host. That's right. It's Jessica Koch, and we are back. And this is Profound Professionals. It is the interview series that has been coming to you for 9 years now. We bring you industry experts from all over the world. They help improve your personal life or they help you grow your business. Today, we have Serge, and he is an author and a sales and business growth strategist. Welcome, Serge.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Jessica.
I am so glad you're here today. So tell us a little bit about your journey and your story, and tell everyone and make sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Did I get that right?
It's perfect, Serge, like in French,
Ah,
Serge
Serge.
Wacka.
I like how you say Serge.
Exactly.
Very
It's in
good.
French.
Very French. Yes.
So,
Very ooh la la. I like it.
exactly. Oh la la, oh mon Dieu. These type of things. Yes.
Okay,
So,
good. So tell us, how did you become focused on sales and helping businesses grow their their client base?
so yes. Again, I'm Serge Wacka. Born in Cameroon because I'm an African.
Mm.
I'm born and raised in Cameroon. Then at a certain age, let's say, my father decided to send me abroad. My parents decided to send me abroad in Italy to study. I speak also Italian extremely well. I've
I'm an
understood how
Italian
to.
girl. I don't speak it, but I'm an Italian girl. Our family is from there.
Very good. I learned there, let's say, my first steps, right? Because I was
Mhm.
not working when I was in Cameroon. I was not doing nothing. I was just a normal child, full of dreams into my head. W- My goal was I wanted to conquer the world, right? I wanted to
Mhm.
become a superhero. At a certain stage, let's say between when I was a younger age, like 7 years old, eight, I wanted to become a pastor.
Mm.
Then after that, I changed my mind. I said, nah, this is not for me. Then growing up, I wanted to become a doctor because I always wanted to help people, to serve people. I was
Mhm.
thinking that I can, yes, through making sure passion are healthy to help them. Then I
Mhm.
understood that no, this is not for me because sometimes
Mhm.
doctors also can lose their people, they can lose
Mhm.
passion, this type of things. I
Mhm.
said, nah, this is not for me. Then at a certain stage, I said, okay, why not study philosophy? Asking questions to people, trying to understand all the time what is the truth about things, trying to say always everything I'm saying as of today is false, right? Meaning, I always need to find there is a response, there is something you can explain. It's
Mhm.
always good to look a little bit further, this type of things. Then
Mhm.
again, doing philosophy doesn't really give a lot of money, right? So then I switch in university and then I start doing business.
Mhm.
I start learning finance. I start learning numbers. I start seeing exactly how company do to survive. I start studying the market, how they can be, how it's extremely important for a company to be market driven, what type of
Mhm.
strategy they need to use, this type of things. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, I didn't found a job into what I've studied, right? Because I start being, uh, let's say, customer. I start doing customer service, and I
Mhm.
was someone introvert,
Mhm.
shy, everything. That thing
Mhm.
has just helped me a lot, right? To
Mhm.
start speaking, to start listening to people, to start understanding exactly their need, and after that, I start selling. I was selling panini first, like small bread, right?
Mhm.
Selling also internet connection to people.
Mhm.
At the beginning, I was not, I was like, this is not for me. I cannot do that. But it was extremely important for me to be able to pay my tuition fees. It was extremely
Mhm.
important for me to even pay my rent. So I had no choice. I needed to do something. So yes, I landed into the sales environment without, let's say, it was not something intentional. It was accidental completely.
Well, I think some of the greatest salespeople of all time ended up there based on urgency and necessity. They had their family had a need, or they had a personal need that was urgent. There is nothing in the world that can scale your money faster than sales. If you need
Exactly.
a large sum of money in a short amount of time,
You have to.
your hourly job is not going to get it unless there's commission tied to it. Unless there's
Exactly.
based on results, you receive this much if you sell five or 100. And
Exactly.
that is the magic of sales.
Of sale is really the magic. If
Hmm.
someone was telling me, let's say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, Serge, you're going to be a salesperson into your life, I will say, you're kidding
I
me.
don't think
Probably you're drunk, right? I was like, no way, absolutely no. But I realized that the pastor I wanted to become, the doctor I
Mhm.
wanted to become, the philosopher I wanted to become, and the best business guy I wanted to become, sales was, let's say, the common thing to all of that. Why?
Mhm.
Because I've
Everything.
understood that through sales, you serve people, you help
Mhm.
people, you strategize with company, you help them to grow. Is
Mhm.
extremely important. So yes, so now I like to say I'm a salesperson, and I'm
Mhm.
trying also to shift a bit the mindset of people linked to sales people.
Mhm.
We all have, I guess, some of us have some experience with some salespeople, sometimes bad experience also, right?
Mhm.
And this is also the way why I wrote my book. It's like, no, we need to change that. I want it to be like a manifesto for change, not only for people reading it, like salespeople, but also for other people, for normal people, knowing that, hey,
Mhm.
salespeople are there to serve you, to help you. If they
Well,
do in this way, this is how you can follow them. So yes, this is who am I and how come I'm here also and what I'm currently doing.
I think what you may discover is all people are salespeople. Everything is
Oh,
sales. We sell ourselves, we
definitely.
sell our ideas, we sell our concepts, we sell our
Everything.
service. Whether you're a doctor, if you're not a doctor if you don't have patience. You're
Exactly.
not a philosopher if no one is listening to your theory or your idea.
Exactly.
Everything in every relationship, and this, whether it's your spouse or your family, you have to sell an idea, you have to sell your opinion, you have to, sell it. Trust is a kind of sale. You have to show with your actions that you're reliable and honest and
Exactly.
dependable. you know
Authentic.
yeah,
Exactly. It's extremely important.
absolutely. So I think there isn't anything in life that doesn't incorporate the skill set that you need as a salesperson. So maybe that is not what you get paid to do. But if you are living on some level, you have used your sales person gift hat in your journey, because it's very difficult not to. We even have to sell things to ourselves. We have to
Exactly.
convince ourselves that we are
That
smart and worthy, and stay positive when things don't go right, and keep our chin up. That's looking and convincing ourselves to look on the bright side. Some of that is making that sale to ourselves.
definitely.
Hmm. So, in what ways are you supporting business owners and salespeople at this point? How are you helping them? Beyond, I know you have a book, and we'll talk about that a little more later. But how else are you providing services? Is it consulting? Is it workshops? Is it courses?
Exactly. It's mostly currently, let's say, my full-time activities consulting company, helping them to grow internationally speaking,
Mm-hmm,
to also grow into their local market. But also,
mm-hmm,
I just started also to say, okay, I need to share something. I need to start sharing all the knowledge, all these last 2 decades of experience, not
mm-hmm,
just experience because of the year, but valuable experience, my mistakes, right? So people also can learn from it. So I'm
mm-hmm,
currently consulting mostly telecom company.
mm-hmm,
We do, I help, let's say I help to sell also the sustainability part of business. Why, how come it's extremely important? Why we should all take care of our planet in all the industry. Currently, I'm focusing mostly on the telecom industry, And yes, I do help also company to grow internationally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I serve them in that way. And one thing that I've learned through uh, the activity I'm currently doing, either starting now as a coach because I want to teach people how to succeed, right? Or at least how to know the few things that I know. I understood few things that uh, you know sometimes we say people look but they don't see, they hear but they don't listen. That is extremely important for all human beings to listen. Listening, I don't know if something is a skill also.
Mm-hmm.
People need to learn how to listen because listening is just what open you the door for a lot more. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't listen, yeah, you're always talking, it will be difficult for you to succeed. So this is something I do. I serve my customer through listening to them, trying to understand exactly what is the pain point, asking thoughtful questions, this type of things, communicating also with clarity, being authentic, being honest, being serving them with integrity also because it's extremely important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because this is the only way to also to build the trust. And something also that I like to say, especially to my peers, is you need to bring value first before you sell.
Mm-hmm.
Bring value, put always value on the table. Make sure you always help first,
Mm-hmm.
because if the person in front of you have the feeling that you're desperate, he will not listen to you.
Oh
If
no.
you have the feeling that you are not listening,
Mm-hmm.
you will not do nothing. If he doesn't trust you, because human sell to human, if we can say AI can do I don't know what, but one thing he will never do is to be able to build a relationship with another human being, because he is not, right? So it's extremely important. So this is how I serve the people who have the chance, the opportunity to work with currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are they working with you one on one only or sometimes in group? Is it virtual?
One-on-one, group, virtual is really everything based on the channel that each of them want. I try also to adapt myself, no, to the
Mm-hmm.
need. And because with some, let's say, um, company at the
Mm-hmm.
C level, they prefer sometimes the one-on-one, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it can be a strategy for a company to grow. How can I move internationally speaking? Why do I need to do? How can I approach that market? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it might seem simple, but just the fact of thinking, for example, of a company in US, they want to go, for example, I don't know, in India, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know you need to take, do you need a passport? You need a visa? Do you need this? How do you do when you get to the airport? Those simple stuff. It's like 1% of the business, but at least clarifying those stuff. One,
Mm-hmm.
then understanding the market, the culture, how you approach people, because
Mm-hmm. That's different.
again, everyone
Mm-hmm.
is different across the world. No, you just need to
Mm-hmm.
adapt yourself a bit, respect the culture, adapt
Mm-hmm.
yourself to it, listen to them, make sure so you don't do some funny stuff, no? And this can increase your probability to succeed. So, yes, in different ways. So it can be virtual, one-to-one, group, or yes, different way
What's the best way
channels.
for them to find you so that they could work with you and get started?
Oh, LinkedIn, I think, is the best platform.
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, Serge Wacka, or I start also teaching few tips in social media. I started a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram also, strategies by Serge Wacka.
Mm-hmm.
Strategies, just tips, strategies, how people can position themselves in different industry, how they can do, why they should do in this way. And then again, I'm just helping us with, based on what I know currently, based on what I
Mm-hmm.
know, uh, has helped me to succeed. So I'm just sharing that.
That's awesome. Well, tell us a tip for, especially for all of our LinkedIn people watching right now. Give us a tip that someone can use today that will help grow their business, or is a good strategy or a good way to approach strategies. What can you give us?
Um, there is one of let's say, I can call him a mentor, even if I never met him. Brian Tracy. I
Mm.
never met him, uh,
I
but
love
through his
him.
book,
Hmm.
I understood something. He said in one of the book, I think it's Business Strategy, the book Business Strategy, that it's extremely important to know how to ask question. Always
Hmm.
ask, never assume,
Hmm.
never. Because when you ask,
Hmm.
you open the door.
Hmm.
If you assume, you are never certain. Never be afraid to ask. Asking is your way to success. It's a bit like be the doctor. How do the
Hmm.
doctor do? To be able, if a patient come, right, he need to diagnose first.
Hmm.
Does he just see someone and just say, okay, I'm going to, you need to take this aspirin, this Tylenol, this, that? No way. He asks questions to understand better. Then
Hmm.
he make a diagnosis. And
Hmm.
then he prescribes something. He consult. And in case he cannot help, he's going to direct probably the person to a better specialist.
Hmm.
Ask question. Ask stuff. Never assume. If you have a customer in front of you, a prospect, if you have doubt, objection, all those things, ask question. What is holding you back? What's
Hmm.
stopping you from solving it now? Uh, what ask question is extremely important. It's always good to position yourself. Okay, the first thing, position yourself always as an expert because people seek for expertise. This is why when we are sick, we go to the doctor. We don't go to the neighbor, right? Because we are seeking an expertise. How that feel? People are seeking for it. So ask question is extremely important. Position yourself as an expert so people can
Hmm.
come to you. Always do your uh, self protection, not emergency, and ask question. If there is not one thing, learn how to ask. Learn how to ask question. Never assume.
I love that. That's a great tip. Now, one of the things that I love about our show, since show number one in the very beginning, we always share a cause that's close to our guest heart. We're hoping to inspire someone to do something good today. Give time, treasure, or talent.
Oh,
Spread some awareness. Hit the share button. Get the word out about some amazing causes that are helping people all over our world. We've heard very many causes in all the years of doing this. And
oh.
it makes my heart very happy to do this part of our show. So, what's a cause close to your heart?
Um, really currently, I'm saying really currently oppositely, and I underline it. Uh, I call the association a heart for others, where the main goal, because I'm also, let's say, I'm the founder of that association. The main goal is to always make sure to give smile to people, to help them, to
Mhm,
listen to them, to give
mhm,
back, to show them also the way, to show them the light, because sometimes, we all have our silent battles, right? And
mhm,
sometimes people just need someone close to them, just someone who can listen, or someone when they are desperate who can show them the light there that they are not seeing. Someone who
mhm,
can also support them. So I call the association a heart for others. We are currently operating, let's say, in two countries currently. So
mhm,
in France, in Canada, we start also some operation in Nigeria, in Africa,
mhm,
where we do support, let's say, the elders, no? Sometimes that are completely, um, yeah, we forgot them sometimes, right? So it's
mhm,
extremely important also to step by the side. They have a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and just to
mhm,
share a moment, to share a smile,
mhm,
listening to people also who are going through um, tough situation because life is like that. It's always up and down. But sometimes when people go through tough situation, they tend to close themselves, right? It's
mhm,
just making sure they can understand that things happen for them and not against them. Everything is based on how they shift their mind and understand that, hey, uh, they will be the sun very soon. So yes, this is what we currently do, and hopefully we can expand everywhere, everywhere where there is a heart that beat, that that we are everywhere. This is the
I
main goal.
love I really love a cause that reminds us that we're not alone. That gives that connection to remember that no matter what you're facing or how bad or dark it is, as long as there's life,
Hmm.
there's hope, and you're not alone in it. Somewhere
Hmm.
there's someone who cares, and even if they
Exactly.
don't know you, they may be able to relate or empathize with what you're going through and find you some direction, find you the specialist that maybe you need for whatever your challenge is. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that. All right.
A pleasure.
From serious to one of my other favorite parts of the show is a book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business. You've already talked about Brian Tracy. You out there watching, get typing. If you're an author, if you have a book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business, put it in the comments, put it in wherever you're watching this in the description below, because we want to hear from you. And when you hit that share button and other people hit that share button, then they're going to all learn about all these amazing books, maybe even books that you've written. So we could be featuring you along the way and lifting each other all up. So, Serge, a book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business, not written by you. What's a book that you love?
The first one, there are tons of books because book has been mostly my mentors, right, along the way. So the more I'm growing, the more so there are few books that I understand better than others, or that, let's
Mhm,
say, respond to my needs, to my current need. And the current one
mhm.
is the a book written by Patrick Bet David, Your Next Five Move. That book is just awesome
Oh.
because I don't know if someone doesn't have it. I definitely recommend that book. Why? It shows, again, I'm not going to disclose everything because they need to go and check, right? For all the
That's
people
right. The
interested by
next
the
five
book.
moves,
But
read that book.
read that book is really nice because I like how he started it. He talk about the clarity, which is a bit your self-awareness. You need to know, you need to
Mhm,
have something clear, the clarity on what you want to do, why you
mhm,
want to do it, right? You also talk about um, you know, it's mostly the who, not the how. Who, not
mhm,
how. People, you cannot do everything by yourself. It's always good to bring
mhm,
people with whom you can do stuff that can share strong value with you, right?
mhm,
And this is also your only way to leverage. It's extremely
mhm,
important. And it's also a lot of nice tips in terms of strategy, business strategy, how to
mhm.
do this type of thing. So I really, really, really recommend it. Really, definitely recommend it. That book is helping me a lot, really a lot.
I love that. I love, and I've never heard of that one before too. So I love it when a guest brings a new book to us. So tell me about the books you've written.
Oh, yes, my book is, let's say, a response, right? A response to a very sad
Mm,
experience with a salesperson because,
mm,
salesperson,
I have
yes,
had.
we know they need to pay the rent, they need to pay the fee, they need to pay this, but sometimes they don't do stuff with
Mm,
integrity. And my book is a bit of a response. It's like we need to change the way salespeople are seen, but we need
mm,
also to change for salespeople the way you are selling things. So
mhm,
I'm teaching into the book, let's say, uh, the mindset of a
mhm,
salesperson, why gratitude is extremely important, why resilience is
mhm,
important. I also do share tips across several industry, what to do, where to do, why presentation is extremely important because through a presentation you can also completely overcome all the obstacle. I also
mhm.
do share, yes, some tools that AI is a companion, it's an assistant, so it's extremely good
Mhm.
also to
It is a
know
good
how to
tool.
navigate with that.
Mhm,
So yes, this is why I write in the book is I want it to be a manifesto for change. I want it to be, yeah, so if it can help only one person, my goal will
mhm,
be achieved because this is the main thing. People sometimes they put a lot of promise out there. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. No,
mhm,
people don't want you to promise. They want you to commit. Because when
mhm,
you commit, they know that you will be with them no matter what. But when you
mhm,
promise and stuff doesn't happen, what do you do? So yes, this is why I wrote the book Sales Mastery Guide, the strategy for success at the era of artificial intelligence, and how to succeed, how to do your things so you can become good.
Yeah, I don't if I say if I commit to something, when I send the email delivering whatever it is I promised, I put in the subject line often as promised. So here I'm delivering my promise, my
This
commitment.
is perfect. This
Yeah,
is really
so
perfect. When
I,
you commit and you prom, it's
yeah,
really perfect because
yeah.
you said you are doing what you said, right?
But you're
So
also
it's
reminding them and their subconscious that, oh yeah,
Mhm.
she's following through on her commitment because words are very
Exactly,
valuable too. But we do have to use our Jedi powers for good
exactly,
in the
exactly,
world of NLP and sales
and
strategies and
everything.
techniques.
Correct.
All of that has to be for the good of all, not just for the good of ourselves.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
This has been so much fun having you on the show. I hope you have had a good time.
For sure, yes. Oh,
Oh,
absolutely,
good.
yes. I hope also the people listening to us.
Oh, yes. I know this is going to be definitely a good one. And who doesn't want to listen to your accent? It's so beautiful. So it makes whatever we're talking about sound good.
Nice, then. I will keep that. I will make sure to keep it.
If you're out there watching going, wait, I have an awesome accent, or I can help someone improve their personal life or grow their business, I think I need to be featured on Profound Professionals. Well, reach out to me and our team, and we'll see about getting you booked on the show. But before we say goodbye, I would love for you, Serge, to share a final thought, a piece of information or inspiration as we go.
Maybe I will share something that have inspired me, let's say, during the last 2 decades. It's something I call like it's the secret weapon, right?
Ooh,
Everything that when you lose everything you have that, right?
yeah.
Is um, knowing, understanding, um, yes, knowing and understanding why gratitude is the ultimate power move.
Mhm,
Because when you are grateful, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you are grateful,
mhm,
even when you go through tough moments, it
mhm,
reminds you that hey, you already have a lot, right? And you're not focusing on what is missing. And apart
mhm,
from that, we all know, we have all learned the law of vibration, why
mhm,
gratitude is extremely important. So yes,
mhm.
if I have something to share as last word, be grateful. Always.
Mhm. I love that.
Always.
I love that. Gratitude and gratitude, joy, and love, I think, are the most powerful trifecta on the planet. So if you can uh, stand with your face to the sun in the superhero pose and imagine in your mind everything you're grateful for, and choose joy in every moment in all things, and focus on those that you love and those that love you, then there isn't any mountain you cannot conquer. I think.
Correct.
Yeah, I love
Definitely.
that. Thank you so much for being on our show. This has
Thank you for
been a really
invitation.
good one. It's been a good one. I am your host, Jessica Koch. This is Profound Professionals. And until next time, everybody, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.